Player, it's the game. You look at one another, that's cut too much again. I was in there, I was not going to you was not seeing people was not looking to go in and they don't take the player, don't take the game. His colleagues, there's nothing wrong with the game. The players are have a problem. And some for committing
Look, you just chat now.
the players it's not hating the qualities that they have played. They play the politics of it and it bounce back on them. So, who do they blame? The quality that they play. And it's manifesting on them. So, they blame themselves.
So I should just remove that. I should just remove this. Hello.
When you plug out, that's when it's charging. When you plug in, it's not charging.
Okay, it's charging. So that's right. No problem.
Let's use
Maybe no problem.
let's use manual without the mic.
Okay, where are we? You're going. Sound check.
So that you can register as a participant. So far as I did this morning, there are only
Sound check.
4 participants. Huh? No, you are not registered. So maybe you didn't register well. Okay. Let's go back and then search for you can search for Tyap Wikimedians celebrate Wikidata and well, or maybe just search user. Okay, is it on? Okay. Or maybe you can search for the Tyap Wikimedians um, user group. So once you are there,
Just enter, go to events, projects, and meetups. So once you are there, you scroll down and get to the main heading, Wikidata at 12. Search Tyap Wikimedians celebrate Wikidata at 12. You will get there, and then I will show you how to register as a participant. Okay, has something been shared? Has something?
Yes, there is.
Ah, I didn't even see that one, and I was talking about this. Oh, okay, okay. It's slow, right? But, but did you connect to any of those? Okay, okay, it's slow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, celebrate Wikidata.
Okay,
Try to register the other day for number.
okay, yes, from right. No, Wikidata. The best is just for you to go to Tyap Wikimedians User Group, then go to Meetups projects. There's one heading there. Then from there, you can go to where you register without necessarily going through this.
Okay.
Yes, just search for Tyap Wikimedians User Group.
Sound check. Sound check. Sound check.
Why not use say. All the have to set password. Okay, all of them. Yeah, so far they go.
Sound check. You should just hang it like
Yes, yes. It's Airtel. It's Airtel. Ah, Nzo. Okay. Want to go to where you register as a participant. Go, let's see. Oh, where did I enter? Is your browsing line that you are giving? Yes, sorry, let me just to go to how to participate. Good, good, good. Just right so that somebody else is going to also write. You are there, right? Okay. You go to no, you have passed. Oh, it is here. Tyap Wikimedians Group. You go that way. You are already here. You go to how to participate. How to participate. You are there, right? And you go. Um, do you have an account already? Okay. Then participants, right? Then click this pen tool. You scroll down to the last person that registered was by good. You go to the next line, then hash use the hash. But I hope you have logged in. Are you sure you have logged in? Okay. So then use the four tildes. 4, right? Yeah. Then publish. Publish it. You said you are logged in permanently. Okay, that's fine. So you have now registered as a participant. Yeah. MTN. So let her give the right phone number. If not, they will recharge somebody's line. Uh-huh. Airtel. Huh? Yes. Um. Okay. Are the participants, right? You want to register as a participant, right? You go to edit. Hmm. Anyone can edit. Start editing, no problem.
Actually, something woman. Si sort du itam işin olarak fizik neden böyle
or maybe something that has to do with technicality. They do a lot of work, and then the machine, the humans, they are the ones that actually program this robot. And if I were to be an admin in the English wiki or in the Wikidata environment, I can be able to create a robot for me so that the works that I usually do as an admin, the robot will be the one to be doing them for me. I know the activities exactly what I do. So the robot, I program it our ancestors also that may have been great, but you only know about the story, but you have some information, maybe the person is the father of so so and so, and the person was able to make impact in so so and so, maybe the person was a great warrior, but no story written about such a person. So you can gather your details. Perhaps you may not know the of the person, but you know the name of the person, you know where he was born or she was born, and then it may even be a magician, or maybe be a sorcerer or a very great medicine person. Anything knowledge, anything, there's no limit here. Even witch that's flying, write them, create articles for them. Yes, and prove that you have some information about them, and then when you write those articles or those items, you will not leave them like that. You keep on developing them little by little. As you get a little information more, you go there and chip in. For example, maybe during the time the person was alive, probably we had maybe there were British missionaries or so that came to the village, and then probably they maybe wrote something about the person somewhere, and then you happen to encounter the book, or you happen to hear that missionaries came so and so, so you can make your own investigation, personal investigation. Okay, what are their names? Or the names are so so and so. You can browse online. Is there anything written about such a person? So probably when the person encountered those people, he or she wrote in a journal, because most of the missionaries, or not missionaries actually, most of the Europeans that came to our area, they were actually either or missionaries, and if they or explorers, and if they happen to be soldiers, they could have been sent by the colonial authorities to, carry out anthropological investigation. Anthropology is just study of people's culture, their story, their traditional way of life. It has to do with like history, or so to say, there's more deeper and more substantial than history. And then you can actually gather, okay, the person, what's the name of the person? You may check on Google, maybe the name of the person is Pitcairn, because there's a name like that, the Pitcairn, and then maybe the surname of the person. Google may have something small about the person, and if the person happens to be an anthropologist or a British colonial officer, he must or she must have published his or her findings in a document, maybe in a journal of a school, maybe in Cambridge or thereabout. Then you get that. It's a lot of work, but you know what you are looking for, and you do it, and then you get the much, probably you get the story you need. Like most of the stories we had before CK was the person who wrote, one of the persons who wrote, to an extent about our story here in 1920s. But there was a man before him in 1909. He came to grow up here in 1909. His name is Captain Trillian. So Trillian was able to record a lot about the story about the Grok culture, and then he documented it in his findings. He documented his findings in the year 1912. So that was where I actually got, because we had the story that the name Kafanchan developed from when they were building the railways, and then this one I would say Kafanchan. Then they'll put, so it's all bullshit lies. So yeah, so CK during the time he was writing that story about the Guel people, he then wrote Kafanchan inside his document. That was 1909, and then published 1912. And the railway started here in 1927. Yeah, 1927. So how can exist before the railway started? So it's all nonsense lies, just like we have the issue of Kaduna here, they say it's bullshit lies. because the values have been existing here before 1912 when Lord began to, or 1900 when Lord brought this. But we don't have the stories to back them, or we don't have enough evidences. When we have enough evidences, then we'll go to those Wikipedia pages where Kaduna is, and then put those stories, and then we may not delete the one that says it's on Adam. Leave it there, it's possible, and then bring your own argument and add to it. That's how we do in knowledge base, so that it doesn't be like one person is having so much of the story and then is capturing everything. So we still have the same issue with Lokoja. Yoruba are saying that Lokoja is sentence or something. When the Igalas, they are saying that no, it came from whatever. Then the Nupe, they say no, it's Lukongi that Yoruba, the British people changed to Lokoja. And then the Ebra, which are done, and we have about 4 of them. They are struggling over who named Lokoja. You know why? It's economic, it's political, it's historical. So whoever has the story, whoever has the legitimacy to the name owns it. So that's why we have to rename our place. That's why those names, we have to prove that they are not from this language, they are actually from this language. The Bible says Kadunya. Kadunya is a crossing of river. And when you look at it from the language, there's a river there, Kadunya, Kaduna, and there's no bridge. The same thing with Kakuri, they say it's Kakuni, Kakuni. Then these people came and say it's Kakuri. Of course, this place, Banawa, is from, of course, it's outside west, but it's an extension of the Kakuri. So the same thing with the Narai. Narai is still surviving, still a body word. So we have a lot of work to do about renaming our own identity. Because leaving it out, those people, they will actually capture it and we have nothing to do. So I think we have been able to deal with the issue of the data. So we can come back. We can come back to our program now. Yes. So when we go to the page, so that you can recharge your data from the airtime, and isn't it okay, airtime. So you can buy the data with your airtime. Sorry, the hard copy is having an unclear page 8, but you can substitute with the soft copy that is available in the Telegram group. When you click on this very document, you see it opens. So you can just go over to page 8 if you can't see what you have in hard copy. So Wikidata. So I think a little story about Wikidata was spoken about. And for those of you who are in the Tyap Wikimedians User Group on WhatsApp, you see after our communications person here, Samuel, he said that information, inviting people for our program. You see the argument that arose there. But then Wikimedia Foundation projects are actually out to help us rather than getting something from us, even though we know that whatever is free is really not free, of course. nothing is free, even in Freetown. So what Wikidata or Wikimedia Foundation is from us is our time and our commitment. So you can convert your own time to money or further something big. So I think that one was settled. So Wikidata was actually one of those programs or one of those sister projects from Wikimedia Foundation that was created in 2012 after the last program was created in 2006. I think the last one that was created before Wikidata was Wikimedia Commons. Wikimedia Commons, I believe. First University. Okay, Wikidata. Okay, so Wikidata came in 2006. Yeah, so it took a very long time. Wikimedia was as if they will not bring any knowledge project again. Then after 6 years, they started to develop something in Germany, in Berlin, and then they were like, it started very small, just was limited number of, just to register some companies or something like that. And then from there, they now like, okay, why not we develop further? And then they started creating items about Africa, about other places in the world. And then today, Wikidata is the largest project, largest in the whole of, that's in terms of the number of items. There are millions of items by different people. And then later on, they now like, okay, why not we add lexims? Lexims are kind of, they are kind of words, dictionary words, art. I don't know, there are many terminologies that are used in linguistics, so, and they may be the same thing, or more or less the same thing, because like a word now can be called a glose, a word can be called a lemma, a word can be called a lexeme, also a word can be called, many words, but they are all from different languages. Like lemma, I think is from Hebrew, also. Then lexeme, I think is from Greek, I don't know. And then globes, I think also from Greek, I don't know. You can make more research on them. And then the word now is from German, of course. Word, of course, English was a German language, or German dialect, and then transformed to what it is today. So Wikipedia also is a project of Wikimedia, but Wikipedia has more people contributing to it than Wikidata. And then we have the Tyap language. When you look at that very page 8, you see a little talk about the Tyap language. We have the ISO code, KCG for the language called Tyap, and then very closely related Zhu. By the way, Zhu is the closest, if you are to classify Zhu as a language of its own now, then Zhu is the very closest language to Tyap with over 80% lexical similarities with the Tyap dialects. And then we have other related languages like Izeri that is spoken in the Jos Plateau and in Bauchi. And then we have Oligwe, and then we have Hiam, we have Adara, and about 40 languages that are under the central Plateau languages, but outside of the Plateau languages, but all these languages in the Plateau languages, they are also related to other Middle Eastern languages like the Jukonot languages and the Kainji languages. So these three groups, the Plateau, the Kainji and the Jukonot, they all form what we call the Central Nigerian languages or the Plateauid languages. So in this very Tyap dialect, having the KCG code, we have 7 dialects. The Tyap that is spoken in Mabad or that is spoken in Abina Tyap or Tyap Chipdo, and then we have Borok or God, or what the house has called Kaboro, probably got it from Kaborok in June. It's another dialect, and then we have Fatuan, which the house has called the Kabanchan now, and then we have Sholyo, also going by these names, and then Takad and then Tetrarch, and then Tukum. So you can go and read more about them. Then the issue of standardization is we don't have a singular standard form for these languages or for these dialects, and moreover, we don't have a common name by which we call these languages. So linguists just singled out one language there and just named them there, even though each of them have their own identity. So when we use the word here, we just use more of umbrella than a particular dialect or particular form of it. And then this word Mabalado now, we try to like promote it to differentiate the one that is spoken in Obinatia and the umbrella name for the other dialect. And hopefully with time we may be able to get a better name for these dialects, and if there is no name that happens to come up, then hopefully we'll have to change our orientation towards the word Tyap with time. So in the project we do in Wikimedia Foundation here, we actually use the Mabalado dialect for our translations mainly, but then not abandoning other dialects. And if you are up to date with the happenings in our user group, you see that in the Wikipedia we're able to bring out some templates last month for us to be able to translate each particular term, each article into any dialect in the Tyap language. For example, let me open. Of course, we are supposed to actually have like a session, a complete session on this very dialect, but before that time, maybe we just brush up and then we come back to it. So if I search for a word like, let's say, a control, or a town like Ogunto on Google, I will see it on Wikipedia. I click on it. Okay, this is in Igbo. So I will change to desktop view. So I'll change to desktop view, and then I'll change the language from here to maybe English. Sorry, that's Hausa. So maybe to English. Or maybe to Tyap, sorry. But then it is now back to desktop view again. So I change it back to mobile view. And then go to this language. By the way, whenever you see this symbol, this Japanese character, and this Latin character is a symbol for language globally, it may not be only Wikimedia Foundation project. So when I change this to the Tyap language, it is not there yet, the template is not there yet, but let's check number 11. Number 11 in bracket, number. You are going to see this very template arranged. You see the Tyap, you see the Fantuam, you see the Grove, the Shoyo, the Taka, the Tuku, the Tetrarch. Now when I click the Fantuam, you are going to see this same translation of the translation in the Mabalado dialect in Fantuam here written. So if there's an error, another person can still correct it. The only thing is that this one may not be able to be connected to Wikidata, because the Mabalado is already connected to Wikidata, and we can't have more than one dialect in having the same language code and connected on Wikidata. So we'll have to manage it this way for now until we have another solution. So the same thing with Grok, and when you click on Grok, you read it in Grok to understand it. So every of the dialects complete, we have them translated, but if there's any mistake, then the speakers will have to come. Then that means we'll have to take more of the awareness or more of the teaching to these different dialects in order for us to be able to raise communities that will edit in their own dialect instead of us doing blunders. on their behalf. So just by the way, then back to our program. I think I've spoken so much right, and the rest of it we can be able to read it on our own during our spare time. So back to page 3 or page 4, our event program. Next one is going to be presentation by Valentine, and unfortunately he just left to the hospital. So I think Otolisi be able to.
But I was thinking talk about how we navigate to the dashboard of our people have time data for that.
Yes. So we'll get back to that very dashboard later on, but for now we do some talking. Then when we get to editing proper, then we need to actually work it out. So the presentation on lexicographical data. So actually, we need to take it off. I take it.
Maybe I should
Yeah, you can use that one.
Okay, so good morning. Is it afternoon or what? I'm not sure. The whole idea about this year's birthday celebration is actually about this move, this desire to develop some lexical data that could actually improve some of the articles we already have on Wikidata and those we do not even have. This year's birthday is arranged in such a way that we could go beyond merely talking about some items, for instance, like names of places or names of some paramount people in our communities, or perhaps names of some religious leaders, traditional leaders, and what have you, which we are already used to. In our previous events, we have actually been focusing on things like that, like those names of places, people, and then some historical things about our people in southern Kaduna and the entire larger group that is known as the Mexic area. This year's celebration, like I have been saying, has taken another dimension, so that if we have actually been concentrating on perhaps may announce, with people, places, or just things, we now have the privilege, we now have the opportunity to go beyond the things we are used to doing other things in order to improve our language, in order to improve our entries on Wikidata. And basically, like my colleague has mentioned, if you talk about lexicography, I think those guys who work on dictionaries, those guys who write dictionaries are actually known as lexicographers. And what that means is that they are people who write words. Because if you read exists, the word lexicography is actually a combination of two Greek words, the lazy and then the graphic, the lazy word and then the graphic to write. So those who write words become what? Lexicographers. And this year's celebration, they want us to concentrate on lexemes. How do we pick words in our language, then deal with the word not only as a noun, but is the word, for instance, having two senses? Is the word having two ideas? Are there two concepts represented by the same word in the language? If yes, you have the opportunity now by going to the site to create the word. And if the word is already in existence, you have the right now to search for the word that is already in existence, then add the second meaning to the one that is already there. And if the word is not there, there's a room for you to create the word anew, still on the side, so that you now create it. If there are two or even more ideas about the same word, you have the opportunity to highlight all of them. Somebody understanding the point? So at the end of the day, maybe I should demonstrate something. So I'm going to use the book. We are done with this, right? Can I clean? Just to cite, to give some examples so that we have an idea how that works. If maybe I am going to begin with another the language we may not be having any idea about, then we will talk about English, and then we will move then to Tyap. There's this lexeme, or lexeme, right? Basically is this one, and then this one is going to be the word. In Hebrew, there's one. In Hebrew, these three could be taken as a lexeme, just one lexeme. It is actually like the origin. It is actually like I'm looking for another word. The root, yes, the root. This one is actually like the root. Talking about the etymology, perhaps from the language. I have told you it is Hebrew, right? And then from this same lexeme, you can derive a lot of words, a lot of stems, a lot of. In fact, at the end of the day, this one will not only be a noun. This one, it can be a noun and it can be a verb. So that at the end of the day, in what we are doing currently in this very event, we are trying to find words like that in Tyap, for instance, that if we have a word like John, John. For me, the basic idea that we know is like to walk. But is there no other things, or at least one thing that same seeming verb could mean in Tyap? If we do, you have the opportunity now to say, John does not only mean a verb, John would mean this. It will mean this. You have the opportunity. For instance, if we were going to use this, these ones have no vowels. These ones just the consonant. If you go this way, this one and this are the same. If you go this way, this lexion is still here. It's still here, right? This one is here, this one is here, and this one. This one is standing at the end. It is the reason why it is written this way, but it is originally written this way. So this one here is going to give you the word green. Then if you go this way, this one is going to give you king. King. Then if you go this way, this one is going to give you kingdom. Then if you go this way, this one is going to give you the verb to rule. Now, this one is the lexical form, but these other ones are other forms of the same lexion. The same lexion. Now, in English language, for me, one example that is on the slide that you have given us is this one. So, what do you call this? Good. So, mouse. The plural is what? Okay, so mice. In English language, if this one is taken as a lexion, for instance, it will not mean one thing. It will definitely not mean one thing. Because this is either an animal or it is a computer device. Good. So this year's birthday affords everyone the opportunity to work on things like this. So that, yes, this one is the lexion. Is there a way we can create the other forms of the same word? Is there a way we can use our language to show that this one, even in Tyap, does not mean just one thing? Now, they use this most of the times to run. And then they will add this. Rounds. They will add this. Run. In fact, they will add to run. They will even add another one. See? Running. They will even add a runner. So all of these are lexions that are all from what? From this. So at the end of the day, what we hope to do, beyond just dealing with those items the way we have been doing all these years, we would go into some, but together with actually here, we were thinking, in Tyap, how many of those would we have at the end of the day? But in either case, I think we would have the right and the choice to go into some of those concepts that may be in existence under the Wikidata, or we may decide to create new ones. But I think the platform is designed in such a way that you would not just go into creating a Wikidata item, you must go first to search if there is already an item like that in the Tyap Wikidata, so that we would avoid duplication of items on Wikidata. So what we would do at the end of the day, by the time we get there properly, we would make sure that any item you are thinking of creating, you have to search first to ensure it does not exist, or if it does exist, what can you improve? And then if there's nothing to improve, search another one, or just create something anew in order to grow the data and the site that we have. Is that very clear? Now, in this example, for instance, you may decide to say, perhaps the first three are nouns, right? The three are nouns, but this one is a verb. So you have the opportunity to analyze the word and say a lot of things about that same word, still on Wikidata. So any question?
Can I add?
No.
It means run.
Yes.
Like you say to run. As a lexing.
And in English, for me, running will automatically take the place. Yes.
But except for running, the others are just I said except for running and runner, the others are tenses. Just present and present continuous.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Runs,
Yes.
what he did. Running, what he did.
Yes.
Run.
So, like languages, depending,
Yeah.
so languages depending on which language we are working with. Like for a language like Hausa by default, almost all Hausa words end with a vowel, except some that end with nasal consonants. That's why you hear name like Amir. You want to make it really Hausa, then you add I to it to become Amiri. Then you have Habib. You actually want to make it really Hausa, then Habibu or Habiba, depending on the gender. So it's the same thing that happens in English language. And let's use one example of Tyap language also. So we were talking about how do we get words like this in Tyap that will be common to what we have in English. So there's an example of a word set free, freely, just free or freely set. Okay. So this is the root lexeme, the root lexeme. Then we have a set. This now becomes freely. Then we have another one again, Masad. So how do we translate this in English? Freely. No, sorry, free. This is freedom.
That is freedom.
Really now.
Okay. So this is freedom, the noun. and then this is free, the adjective, and then this is free, the adverb. Yes. So with this one, we may also be able to. Is it possible in their after this training?
So you want to borrow from
Basat, so that will become you. That will become you and Phantom also in the same Basat. This is you and Phantom. So one of the differences between Tyap and you is this M and B. And the same thing in Phantom. The Phantom just left with Tyap and then went to make you and then change the things to you. Up to now, they are still confusing themselves. Up to now. They do with the Tyap, they just they are just changing it to you continuously. Very anyone that favors.
So I think it's necessary that even as we are talking about this, that we all begin to think about
more words.
such words, yes, in the language. So that by the time we begin the work proper, you can easily create something and say, okay, we have this legislation in here. You can from it bring this, and bring this. But the main work is still there. Good Abanka.
Okay, plural.
That's another fine example.
So Phantom will replace the Baba and the carry the Kwa and replace it. So this is the root, and then these are the changes, the additions. So these additions can actually serve like two purposes, especially in Tyap and Ju. So it can either be used for pluralization, or it could also be used for change from verb to noun or to other forms of grammar. Like in this very case, it's a change from a noun to an adjective and then to an adverb. But here is pluralization from one kyang and then to small size of kyang and then the same small size of kyang. You are shrinking.
I realize like that a bank can.
Yes. A bank can.
If you put an underscore.
No, it's a underline that I
Why I mean if you put an underscore on the last after
Kyang.
it becomes a bank can.
A bank kyang.
Some things.
No, if you put an underscore here, then
Something.
no, this is not an underscore anymore. It is an acute accent. It's an acute accent. A tonal mark. So yang we have not pluralized it. So I think African languages are unique in such a way that they have tonal mark. But Europeans also have tones down. They call it stress. Small T. Small T. Yeah, but if you don't put the rising tone, it will be small T. Then when you now put it high rising tone,
so I think in English,
stresses.
stresses. Inflation. Like this, how from one word you have other forms of word. Yes. That works a lot with dictum, inflection.
Many Indo-European languages are similar.
Yeah.
Like the way Finnish language is that one is messed up. One word, you see many things under one word. Sometimes I wonder how they used to understand the
Okay. Like in Tyap, the word chun chun. Chun chun. You see?
Are you referring to
Smoke.
also
Fly.
Okay, it's fine.
Is it flies?
Depending on
Depending on the
That's
context.
another lecture that we need to carry. No, but there is a
That's the
tonal
reason
mark.
to-
Yeah,
So
then how about the chun chun?
the same word for shorten form. Chim chim and chim chim is the same thing, but one is shortened.
What are
So and the chim chim will be functional without the verb.
Like running.
Caralho.
Yeah, a chum chum
Nobody stands here. That's
Chim chim. A chum chum chum. A chum chum. So just a recap of Wikidata. So we already understand that Wikidata is knowledge based and it's also a project of Wikimedia, and then the rest you understand it. It's a free project also. Anyone can learn, can contribute to it and can read from it for free. And then this is how an actual Wikidata item looks like. This woman, Maya Angelou, you see a description about her here. Now this is where the description is usually put. You see description that will usually appear here. And then you have other languages underneath. So in your own Wikidata, if you open your Wikidata, you may not see all these languages. It depends on what you put during your time of creation of your user page. So if in your user page, in the Babel part of it, you put KAJ-1, that means you understand Jew level 1, then you see Jew will appear here. But unfortunately, at this very moment, Jew has not been incorporated into this very part of Wikidata yet. But when the Wikipedia gets approved, it will be here now. Then we also have other languages like Tyap will also appear here if you have Tyap in your user Babel. So as many languages as you put will appear here also. So what's a Wikidata? How do they work? You have Wikipedia, which was created in 2021, and then Commons also has some items that are fed into it, and then we have Wikifunction. Wikifunctions, by the way, Commons is where we upload pictures, videos, and sounds also. Yeah, and even this PDF document is also there in Commons. And then Wikifunction, this one has to do with programming, small programming. So that's why we're like, I wish some members of our group would join in these Wikifunctions, especially those who are interested in programming. You can go there. It's live programming. They use Python, they use HTML, and some Java, I think. I don't know. So then we have Wikidata was created 2012, and then we have the lexemes added to Wikidata in 2018, not long ago, just 5-6 years ago. So all these projects, they all work together. Wikipedia, Wikicommons, Wikifunctions, and the Wikidata, they are all interconnected. So what's the difference? Actually, has already highlighted that we can have one word on its own meaning another thing, and then this one also meaning another thing. Like the word that you now falls under this category. It can mean smoke. It can also mean runningly, and it also means fly, an animal. And then when we start to do this work now, you will need this page. So we'll need this page. As you see it like this, we have forms, we have language, we have lexical category, we have lexi. So if you have a phone, you can snap it, can you? And then just keep it as a picture. You already did it. This one, yes. So when you get it is when you go to the program page, you go to how to participate. You will not click on this. You go to items for creation. So you click on items for creation. You can do it now. If you are thinking of how to start, you can go to the Telegram group and then check this. Oh, the link has not been put yet. The link to this our program. So I can just put it very quickly and then this is project page. So we can pin this one. So it is pinned up there. So you can always click on this very link, yes, and then it will take you to this very page that we have. Now it will take you here. So once you are here, just go to items for creation and then click on items for creation. Then to give you our property dashboard. These are the options. We have this year we have 6 options on how to contribute to the program. And then you go to helpful links. You see this link here. So this is the document that was being shown as a slide.
This one. It's a slide. That one is a slide. Like one of this now.
When you click on this very link, it will take you to the document itself. So when you are there already, you can click on that, you can snap that very page. You really need it. This very
Slides for the modeling practice.
Yes.
You must get back to the items.
Yeah, so this is the page. After this mouse, you can search for it. You'll get it. So we have mouse now. This is how it looks. Now, when you are creating your own in either Tyap or you see the way this one is structured. Statement on this very page. On this very page now, the word itself is the lexeme. This one you are seeing here. And then you have statement. So you see language here. The language is the EN, the language is the English. Then the lexical category is here. Lexical category is here. That's the part of the speech now. And then the lemma, the standard form or the dictionary form of lexeme for the verb. I think this should be the lemma also. So, and then the statement. You see, there are different statements, there are different things under the statement, e.g., derived form, region, period, usage, example, homonym. So we'll get to that actually. Then why is Wikidata interesting? You can see it there. And then what's the difference with Wiktionary? You can read it up. And then what's the difference with other services? Please read it up. And then what could we do with Lexeme? It provides a structured data for pages, for reuse on pages. It enables working together with, you can read it up. And then abstract Wikipedia. Abstract Wikipedia. Well, that one is not important right now. So I think we can leave this one now and then we'll go back to our program. So thank you for listening.
Actually, I had a question. You said you can read it here. It's looking like it's essentially similar to the dictionary.
Yes.
Dictionary.
Yes, no, it's similar.
So dictionary, there's a template you are copying and pasting.
That one is done because we want to make things easier for us, but not that that's the normal. That's not the normal. But the difference between Wikidata and Wiktionary, you see, some Europeans they have Wikidata now. I mean, they have Wiktionary now, but they have abandoned it like 5 years ago. They are Wiktionary. They already have enough dictionaries like spanning for hundreds of years, so they don't really care. But the one that many European languages are actually doing now is this very Wikidata. Like they just feed in one word and then they can break it down, break it down, break it down. And this one also, it provides a template on its own. Okay, this box, put it lemma here. This box is universal. But Wiktionary, you have to pick the one, do it yourself. Go and get the picture, put it. Wiktionary is very good for, especially for small language like our own. And then this one is also good still. So it's good that we have it on both sides. So on page 4 still, what is our next item? The next item will be to I think we have done question and answer. So maybe we can advance to the editing proper, but I see that some of us are young, and some of us still want to sleep. Yes, and one person is not come here too. So what are we going to do?
The one that was always people.
Yes, that should bring good for us.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Okay, let's start editing. So please let's go to the registration board. You can go to the Telegram group, click on link, and then come to the registration. But I think the registration has already been done.
Some people have not created user page.
So some people seem not to have created user page, but let's be sure. So for what we can see here, it seems everybody has a user page. Since everybody registered as a user page, and this is the Babel. So if you want to have other languages appearing in your own Babel, you can add the language book here. Maybe you can just add it and add 0 if you don't understand one. And then whenever you go to Wikidata, that language will appear. So that you can edit with it. So we can continue. We are done with the registration. Then the event metrics. The event metrics, I am not sure if we have, how many of us have clicked on this one? This event metrics. So we can click on it, then click on login with O automatic. But I doubt if you'll be able to add that by yourself. So maybe I can help you out in that one. You can add them. You can add them. So you'll be added if you are not there yet to the event metrics. So probably we'll just keep this one and then go to no. Oh, sorry. So I think this document will be better for somebody who doesn't have a guide or a guide rather to guide one through. So let me just do it directly from the board, and then you have your phone, and then you tell me. So once you have clicked on the program page or on the link to the program page on this very Telegram group, you come here on this very page, it will be showing you overview, or it may show you this very page. Whichever one, just come to item for creation. This is where we are going to start from. And if you have not yet registered, you can come to how to participate and then put your name on this very list by putting the 4 tildes as instructed here. To participate, please add your name below by just typing this without space and then publish it. Then once you are done with that, you can come for items for creation, and then you can select from this very list from 1 to 6 which one you want to edit from. This is 1:13 p.m. So we are supposed to edit for about 1 hour plus or 2 hours, but then our time is past spent. So the editing proper is supposed to last from 11:30. I'm sorry, from 1:35 to 3:45. That's 2 hours. But between now and 3:45 is about how many hours? 1 hour 31 minutes. Within that, we are going to have our lunch also. So probably we'll have the lunch for just 10 to 15 minutes. Then we'll have 1 hour. So now, so we can start. So this is how to start. You can book yourself, but you can still remain. It's democracy.
Okay, this is okay. Let us know what
Already, this one already here.
Yeah. Yeah.
this one should focus on items. While this one should focus on the leg. Sorry, so that we will not split the whole group. From that here down to this way, we focus on items.
Items. Then let's income.
Therefore, no, but then here we focus on legs. Then we'll switch. Okay, we'll switch. Yes, that will switch.
Okay, from the grade. What then from category and myself to Maniet. So, I don't know.
Okay, you can do items.
Okay, and don't worry, I'm everyone. So items. Everyone. Okay, items. So items. You please select one word that you want to create that is not in existence yet. But how do you know it's in existence or not? Think about one word in theory. So let's think about buy. I know that buy is already created, but I'm supposing it's not created yet, so I'll create. Oh, sorry, I forgot it is the item. So now for the item, I'm thinking about biography. So let me think about somebody like, give me one village head that you can think about, anyone from Southern California. Adamu Shekaluka. So let's set for Adamu. But you know where I started from? On this page, item for creation, then property dashboard, then number one, search. Click on search. Adamu Shekaluka. Then I'll click on search. No result. That means nobody like that.
So even in languages, it's not available.
It's not even, they don't even know this person. So now these are the people that we need to create for, so that Wikidata can know them.
Then you go back.
So we'll go back. But let's search for let's search for a village this time around. Like, give me one village from, let's search for some Sanga local government. Anton.
No,
No, Anton is in the local government.
Okay, for people who are creating for items, it will be easier for you to access most of those information are there online. Alright? So you can just go to your Google, like for example, you say you should create for villages. You can just go to Google, click on villages in Sangha local government, names of villages in Sangha local government, on your Google, pick search engine. So it will pop up. So from there now you can now pick. Any village you see there, you can just click on the village. Because there are information they will ask you, who you are the person you may not know, but they will be there online. Who are you? So just go there, search the names of villages. You can just any place. It mustn't be Sangha, but within Southern Kaduna or within the Middle Belt. So just search for names of villages in a particular place. The names will come up. So from there you can pick any village and then work on. First of all, like the steps is taking you through, you first search it. Is it existing yet on Wikidata so that we will not duplicate this information? Yes. So that will not duplicate it. So once you discover it is not existing, then you go ahead and create. So I think that will be easier for us. Even names of villages. Now what we are working on now is strictly on the Tyap version, not on the English now. Alright? So you can as well do the English version if it is not existing. But what we are focusing on is the Tyap related version. So just check if they are not, if you see the names there, just search. If they are not existing, you create. But if they are in existence, allow it to exist.
So what that means is
You see the export here. You see export here. So most of these names, it's not all of them that are already existing on Wikipedia. Just look at them. So
anyway, yoga pai, bakuba sumbao, focus on one sumbao, kabachat baku, kabachat bakupa. So now the Tyap as in Zulu is another job because Mba was an uncle Zulu, but not Mba. But I was Lezuba. So Tanyawan and 9 years ago. So just as in Zulu is in here.
Now, from here now you can see the names of the local government. Me and you know that this local government does not exist now.
And
So we focus on the one that exists. Right?
from Chukun,
All these things. Yes.
anyone, any village here, but okay.
For me, I think it is still very good that searching is done in the Wikidata side. To really be sure that if that is not here, then you can browse if there is something about that village, like you said. You get the ideas there for the creation. In fact, in case there is none, and you know some of the details, you can go ahead and create that.
As a matter of fact, Wikidata is one of the easiest projects.
Very
To be honest. As a matter of fact, it's the easiest one.
So you can see a village here, Baku, in German local government. So let's go to Wikidata and search for Baku. Search now. So we have Sungai Baku. This one is Indonesia. We have Ishaya Baku. Of course, that's a human being. Baku Island, Indonesia, Kampong. So those ones, they are not our own. So now the one for us now is absent. If you are using a mobile phone, in this very case, it will be good to go down here, change it to click on desktop, so that it will show you mobile view. Once it shows you mobile view, it will show you what it is showing me on the screen here. And for those of us who are using computers, of course, by default it's going to be desktop. So once it has opened like that, for those who are doing items, but make sure first your name is logged in. You are logged in. First of all, you are logged in. If you are logged out, please log in again. And then create item. Then you come to create item. Create item and click on create item. For those of us who are doing item, click on create item, and then for barcode now,
I was thinking we go back
for
to
those of
the
us who
second
are
one.
connected.
The second one under the search. Yes. When you go back to the main site, so that you get to the next.
Again.
Yes, get you
Okay, sorry. So after you have said it's not showing you, you come back, create new Wikidata item. Okay, so regardless of whether you have changed this one or not, regardless or regardless.
Regardless.
Okay, regardless. So regardless of whether you change from desktop to or not, just come here to create new item. Once you click on it, it will show you this environment for creation. So we just fill in barcode description. Is it a village?
But you change the language on top.
No, it's in English. You want to create first.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So now, because we have barcode in another place like Indonesia, the difference will now appear in the description here. So is barcode a village or a hamlet? Who knows barcode in the local government? Hamlet. A hamlet. It's not a big village. So maybe we say a hamlet. And remember, we start with small letters. Everything small letter. Only proper nouns. A hamlet in Jema local government, in Jema, no, in Kaduna State. Let's just say a hamlet in Kaduna State. Kaduna State. So you can see the Kaduna is the capital letter, and then the state is also the capital letter. So a hamlet in Kaduna State. Then these aliases or alliances or whatever is if the village has other names or if the person has other names. For example, let's say so like my name, for example, if I put Kamba or go here, then maybe as alias I'll put Levi and Kamba, and then I'll put a pipe again. Maybe I say Timothy, Levi, Kamba, and then Kamba, and then I'll put another pipe again. Maybe and then I put on that part like that. All the other names that item is known by, we put them there. But for barcode, we don't know any other name, so we just leave it like that. No, it's not compulsory. It's as much information as you have that you put. Once you are done, please click on create. Yes. So you see the item has, but don't stop here, or if not, they'll delete it. Don't leave it like this. So you have created for an item for barcode hamlet. You see a hamlet in Kaduna State, Nigeria. Sorry, some people don't know where Kaduna State. So what you do is you come to this edit. But if you are using a mobile phone, it may not show you edit, only a pen tool. So you just go to mobile view, click on mobile view. Sorry, you are the one to do it. Okay, this is the way it's going to show you in your own phone. So in your phone, you click on that very pen tool. You can put aliases, but because me, I have all these languages in my own this thing, so I may not put anything here. I will just concentrate on just here. I'll just put barcode, and then for description, maybe Abakaya is a village already. Abakaya. Sort is an area that's what we call Angwa in Hausa. So it's small and one now because of one shot. But just and one is okay. So just say shot. It can also be for group. Just like Yoruba also have Ekpe. Ekpe is for group. It can also be a company. It can also be an organization. It can be many things. So to differentiate it, do not put a hyphen and then if it is Ekpe for people and or like that for me. So our own sort is also the same thing. This sort can also mean sort in term like for an organization and then for a company or department and then for maybe solenier for community and like that. So sort mami okay oh we don't know that sort masih na masih na and then the underscore on Wikidata you can click on it doesn't work on it doesn't work on this very page. But if you are using a phone, it will work if you have your African keyboard. And then Nigeria does it, they will just publish it by marking this good. So for you by the time the Wikipedia gets approved automatically, this one will be automatic. You see you if you have you in your but for now it's not going to show. Yeah, but you can be able to edit Lexim. So I think if it's like that, then I took a okay, we are going to switch later. Okay, so you can be able to edit English language but about our people. Uh, so we'll just leave this part and then for statement now we can't be able to edit statement with phone until we go down here and change it to desktop and therefore computer can do anything. So so we add statement now. Automatically it's going to appear. Okay, let me do it again so that we'll see it very well. Please let's watch this one. So now because me I'm using a phone, so I'll go down this very desktop, I'll click on desktop. It has changed now. Then I'll go to statements, then I'll scroll to the right hand side, then I'll see add statement. Then I'll click on add statement. Automatically it's going to bring out an option. I'll click on the first option, instance of. Then once I just click here, it will bring out options again for me to select. You see how easy Wikidata is. So instance of, we already know that barcode is not a person, but barcode can also be a human being. Marco said that was waiting like Jesus. Finally, she has come. That way. Okay, so barcode is a human settlement, but you can also create barcode is a name of a person too. So you can also create another barcode for a human being. So after we create this one, so you can just choose barcode for a human being to create for yourself. And so we just click on publish, and then we click on barcode. But that will be under the exams, like the exams, not under items. Barcode. Okay, barcode for which is okay. So that will be under the exams. So you click on add item again, you see country. You wanna the channel under statement. You wanna
Where they are.
Take down and then maybe I will take the next one.
okay, so you take the next one.
Let's take this one.
Okay.
Which one is the free state?
I'm talking about.
Give the read. Give the read.
Wikidata actually, just as we have started explaining, maybe we'll just use, we have the advanced way of doing this work, and we have the basics. So maybe I should just focus on the basics so that we understand the concept, because let's be text and our own. We all know what it is.
We don't do it at the same time.
So maybe I should just take us gradually from the basics so that we understand. Maybe you just go ahead. Okay.
Carry your water.
Alright. So just take us from the basics. So from here now, when you talk about Wikidata, sometimes it's not necessarily you taking the pains of going back to the dashboard or to the program page.
Yes.
Not necessary. You can just go to your Google Chromes, like you open a new tab on your Chromes, then you just type Wikidata. Look at it here, Wikidata, right? So once you click on it, it opens. So this one now.
This one.
Yes. You click on it. Now it appears like this. This is how it appears originally, without you going through the project page.
Yes.
If you go through your Chrome, it will appear like this. So from here now, for those of us who are using the mobile phone, as he said, you might not see it like this if you are using a mobile view. If you are using desktop view, you see everything I'm saying. My screen will be full like this. All this information. And again, Wikidata, the way they have programmed it, you cannot edit it properly using a mobile phone. It is more comfortable to use the desktop. And that is why we advise using the mobile, the desktop view, even with your phone. Yes, even with your phone, using the desktop view. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So for you to get the desktop view now, all from here now, just scroll down to the bottom. Alright? So the desktop view is almost second to the last word there. You'll see mobile view here. So by clicking mobile view, it means I'm already on desktop view. But if you're on desktop view, you only see mobile view. So if I click on this mobile view, it will change the interface entirely. And the interface is going to give me, it's not conducive for Wikidata. It's not okay for Wikidata. So this is the appropriate interface. You see like this. So from here, you just come looking from your, is it left now or right? This from your left side. You'll see the main page, the community portal, project chat, and then create new items. Can we see it here? Click on create new items. So for creating new items, you are going to see the dashboard will appear like this. So once the dashboard appear like this, you see there are information here. They say, please make sure that these items you want to create complies with our notoriety policy and that it doesn't already exist. Alright? So now the notability policy now is talking about, are those items known? Are they visible online? Or you are just creating them based on your imaginary thoughts? For the fact that you know a place does not necessarily mean that person, sometimes you will just see people who can just sit down and create something which is not acceptable by all. It doesn't have a standard. Now, I will advise for any items you want to create. Let's take, for example, the barcode you have already created. Let's go back to Google search. Let's see if that barcode is there. I just want to show us something very easy. Let's go to Google. No, not created. Let me check. So this is the barcode, as you can see. Now I'm not searching this one from Wikimedia project or from Wikipedia. No, I'm just searching it on Google. On Google. Now you search it. You search. Now you see these are options that are coming out. It's telling us, giving us information about people. So literally that booklet, people just put it here, but it is not existing on Google Earth. But maybe I entered the wrong information. Let's say booklet Jamal local government.
How about that man that?
So we are still trying to trace this handle, this particular handle now to see if it is existing. So please, at our level now, what I will advise us to do, forget the advanced stage level is teaching us now. Let's try to understand the basics, right? What I will advise us to do, for any items you are creating, go to where the search just other list of villages is from Wikipedia. It's from Wikipedia. But if you are searching, don't go to Wikipedia yet. Go to Google straight. Search those information on Google. If you have a village, a particular village or a person or a place that you want to create an item for, please search for that person first to confirm if he or she is existing or if the place is existing. That's the first stage. If it is not existing, then it means it is not existing. Yes. Now, there are information I'm looking for that you cannot get it with your imagination. It can only be online. So that is what I'm advising for our stage now. Alright? You search first.
Okay.
So,
Tam Wikimedians User Group.
That one is Igbo. That one is Igbo. The one I know is Igbo. That's just Igbo and
Did you ever remember that? What's the difference?
See, you need to know that. It was not even
Actually, that the dialectical
Difference.
Yeah. He was arguing that. So there's something like Yoga.
maybe it's the literal system that are using
Okay, sir.
Do a woman, do a woman. That's not mother. Is it that different?
In fact, it was not be. In Tyaba, it is say to the young mother that you are saying in job to sooner than then to the
Yeah.
the job that they used to create setup for the that's what Jogata. It says in Jogata that the being that is on top of
Yeah, that.
white means that they don't give it back.
The German that it can be any religion you have to
on top of the other.
if you look at the person that's having this argument with you, I told you now.
And you must have what said position.
You're supposed to be in the all people's conference.
But you don't know it. You don't know it. And then he speaks here. But his problem is that
Professor A.A. Andrew, Andrew Andrew, no one died.
We have one name. One name was defeated. No wonder.
And then this thing, and that validation in Ghana. Once they get this message, you must be part of the country.
No.
Not mind whether he can do the job or not. Just decide.
it's not the thing.
Bring one of them.
It's not the thing.
Keep that person here. Give him the translation. To spell out and tell him.
Professor Bame is Shimunye. He
He's a
follows it
professor
up
in
in most cases.
professor in sociology.
His
He's a professor
spellings,
in
Agania. Bame, his spellings of that are wrong. So this guy money me. Book of prepare in the translation. Come on, interpret. And then interpret says that I'm there. But sometimes when he writes something, can't make correct. The lemma will come on that he might not do that at all.
Yes, your teaching is science.
Yeah.
Sometimes when mathematics, you have to correct.
Even on
Jaura is called Watia.
you know that cave on the geography, the topographical map, you see that cave. The 19th called that cave Zali cave. Yes, I had a south also. You see Zali cave. So that's how I made the memorable time. You know that cave.
That's the main.
why you know this is I you know they have this twice. Yeah, just put your population type.
How will you to go to Rwanda and when you Rwanda? Think about it. Not very good. Okay, you don't know that is one. Okay. Made them do that in Rwanda.
Very good.
I am.
What is that? Where are connected? Any. Thank you. No, I'm not going to video and I'm going to try to
Once you stop this program, because of the data,
We don't spread out the data.
he said it now. You're bringing some.
using us. No, don't expect less. What are you saying? It's a sociology. So anything can come. They suspect everything.
Okay, let's take a look at people that watches football. Are they football? The people that are projecting that to watch, are they not using it? But are you not getting satisfaction?
She was trying to divert to security. Yeah. He is giving it a security interpretation. That they access some of our areas, they access some of our information.
People are in that come that keep all those attacks. They use this information. Those people are using insiders if they want to do anything.
They know your
They use
community.
they use human beings. They don't have to go and looking for this.
And then I'm go forever. You don't looking for anyone.
So they are retired, they don't know what to do with their lives again. So they have to engage themselves so that they get the flow.
You don't want to do
For
that.
life.
Maybe it's a professor. Let's
It's
do another
already
one.
lost to
Another video.
back up.
Come with professor in my team and I still have I feel I have the resources and time. I'll go to another course. Start with the game. Start masters in another course.
It's not an authority in the house.
Continue.
You
So
will
that I'll be
not
professor.
you will not graduate.
So that you call me professor.
You will not graduate.
I know.
Because you go with that mindset and be arguing with your.
That's why I will leave my field.
You only leave the field, but you carry the mindset.
However, them that are climbed that zenith in their career, they don't subject themselves to learn. And while very humble professor, they know everything, as in very, very humble to subject themselves to learn. Because they are naturally critics. They need to bring it to help.
And we are the job. Because society, anything they want to do, okay, let's home committee. Bring all the
That's how you ban.
doctors.
I didn't know the returning officers.
People
People are no rubbish and come back. So they are projecting figures with really a different thing. They say professor that is they can't say you should go and take a break.
That one from River,
That's the one. It was only by the time.
I will do that more so that you can see well.
Like my first journey in academics, previously, my first journey, it's not journey, my first journey to London, it is not wrong, London, was 1966. So what about this?
Tyap fluency as a major of intelligence. It is not. The fact that someone is phonetically sound.
I
Don't buy any tattoo for now. One year about it.
On this side.
From here, you see, now we all agree that this one is in the public domain.
Yes.
The push is in the public domain. We all agree because it's here. Now let's click on it. Let's see what information we can get here about this place. So this is the name Kushe Kagako. Then Kagako. So I'll advise if you are creating a data, by the time you go to the public domain, you see the actual name, how it's supposed to be written. This is the guide I'm talking about. How it's supposed to be written. So let's copy this one. Let's see. I'll stop here. Just the name. It is in Kagako, right? So let's copy it. Copy. Now let's go back to Wikidata. Come to create a new item from Wikidata. You click on Wikidata, go to this place. You see create a new item. Click on it.
We are not going to search yet.
We have searched.
Oh, well, okay.
We have found it.
We are not with the search.
Okay.
See somebody, see my IP address, I will block.
Well,
They do that in real time. So let me switch and see.
I thought someone was.
You have to use your personal data. So that what you see, look at the reason. Open close. So it doesn't yes. So by the time others yes, focus on their own, I can work with that. So let me repeat. Now you see, I just changed to a job that is unknown to people and it's what is bad work. Alright. And please, if you are here now and you want to use the internet, you can access the office through internet. For those of us who might be having issue. Leave my own alone. Yes, sir. No, just check.
no, we want your own.
No, it's not. No, no. Leave my own alone. Alright, so we are here now. This is the interface. By the time you click on create new item, it will bring you here. This is how it's going to be. Now remember our portability policy, which means ensure the item you are creating is in the public domain, which you have searched. That place called Pushe is in the public domain. We agree. Now let's look at also if it doesn't exist on Wikidata. Now let's click here. Now by clicking to check to confirm if the item does not exist, it will bring you here. So from here now all you need to do is to paste the name of the place. Now this is the Pushe in Kagako. So you search. Now you are searching this item on Wikidata now to be sure it is not there. Now you search. Okay. From here now we can see it exists on Wikidata. Yes. Pushe Kagako. It's on Wikidata. But then as Tyap speakers or as Tyap speakers, you can still click on it to confirm on some things, information. Now, you see, it only exists on English Wikipedia.
No, there's no Tyap version.
There's no tier version.
Yes.
So, and that's where our focus is.
This particular article exists
In the English Wikipedia.
Yes.
but it is not in Tyap.
Yes.
So we are going to create it now in
Yeah.
So
Yes.
even if you see that the article exists already, you can
In
go
You
and
can still check it
Yes.
if it doesn't exist in tier.
Yes.
Then you create it.
It's a Tyap version.
Yes. We need a tier version of it. So from here, now this is what we are just going to create. Now look at it here. So from here, just click on
The pen tool.
the pen tool. Then come to tier. These are some of the languages I am contributing to. So for my Babel now, this one should just pop up automatically. So I'll just go to tier. So on the tier now, this one and the Kushe will still remain Kushe because it's the name of the place. Unless if we have the tier peak version of it. Yes, for the place. But if we don't, it will remain the way it is. Kushe.
When you go to this.
now the description now is a town.
Here is a town. So what do you
What town is that? Okay, okay. Okay, it's a town. Alright? Because you have to go okay. And that is now so okay. Sorry? Yes. Now, I know two people are not doing exactly what I'm doing. This is very important. That's why I'm doing. Now, only follow do others.
This one is just a guide.
Don't follow exactly what I'm working on. Because we're going to have conflict of interest.
Yeah.
And the superior
I want to publishing
in the account now, they will not look at which account is most superior to the other. If my own is superior to the other, they will block it. So, I'm doing appreciate.
This one is just a guide.
So as we make progress now, we are going to pick our own tool. We are going to, once we understand this concept, then we can go ahead and pick our places. No, don't do this.
Only Hausa and French.
Sam,
I do
Alright, so the town now is called Akayan, right? You see how I wrote it? Akayan. Although we are supposed to have our
Is it okay or short?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Alright. I'm looking, because I'm using the computer now, we don't have the African keyboard. So I'll just come here. For those of us who have been using the computer. So this is how to actually get some of this information. I'm looking for the underscore of A in a kernel. So just come here, look at this A here, just copy it.
Just copy the parent, put on the
What the mother work?
yeah.
You can just copy this one. Then go back here, and then you so you see this one appears with the underscore. Alright, so from here now we can just go ahead and publish, since we don't have the other name for that place. So we publish it by clicking on this sign here. Click. So we have added the Tyap version of this one. Now we can move now and check there are other information that are needed. And if you look at here, whosoever created this item just created it, but there are information, basic information that is supposed to be. They are not here. They are not here. Alright, so now let's look at the statements. Under this item, there is no statement. No statement.
One out. One out. Alright. Yes, sir.
Okay. There is no statement. So now, the next thing we do is to come here, but under the statement, this plus sign, we click on it. So it will give us an option, instance of. Then we click on that. Now this instance now is telling you this item you create, what is it? Is it a human being? Is it an animal? Is it plant? Is it a place? Hospital? Villages? Stuff like that. So this one is an instance of what? A human settlement. Right? So a human settlement. Now we just added another one, then you publish. You have done one. Then you go again, you ask. Now they'll ask you the country. Now they're asking us this particular place. Remember, the major people that consume this information are not even us. They are people from outside the country, different continents. So they are looking for this. Wikidata provides a structured data, where this information are found very easily and well arranged. So now, we will now tell them where this the country. So we come here, click on country. Then you go under the country now, you put which country is it? Nigeria. So you see, this is Nigeria. I'll follow it. Then we publish. Now all this publish you are making progress. Now you come again because there are other information. They ask you for somebody in Asia might not know where Nigeria is. Then you can tell them the continent, right? It's located in Africa. So you open again. Then you put yes. So sometimes the information you are looking for might not be on the drop down here. Okay. So just type it. Okay. So continents. See continents. Now this Wikidata, once you enter the statement, the options are already there for you. It will give you options. You click Africa. Then what? You publish. Now, for people who doesn't know the state where this place is located, you also go add another statement. Under this statement, I will tell you about located in the administrative territorial entity, right? Now you click on it. This one is talking about the state. The state. So you put Kaduna State. Kaduna State. Looking for the coordinate location of that place. This is where Google comes in. You can only find that information on Google. Remember, we have searched on the Kushe and we discovered it is existing on Google. So let's go back to our Google and check. So remember, this is a postal code. We also have information here. So let's include the postal code on our Wikidata as well. Just, yes. Yes. We copy them postal code. So from here you search postal code. Just search. Look at postal codes here. And then that postal code you paste it here. Then we publish. Now all this information we are putting is for the place to get visibility online. For people looking for that place, they can easily locate the place.
Yeah, my mother, they know
item for my mail, I am able to know that
So let's say Friday, when you search for the job and go to the Wikidata and decide that you see existing, I'm not looking. The first one you get will be in English. Or you can
Yes.
just
You have to get in English. Then once that one is done, go back and put that up. But if it is already in existence in English, then you just go to the Tyap
or other language that you can speak.
that you can speak. But those languages must be part of the languages in your user page. If you don't have that language, another user will look for it, will not show under the languages.
My own Tyap is not here, or only on Hausa and Drum. My own is English, American English, Nigerian, Pidgin, and Hausa. I don't have any other language added to my. So how can I add the language now?
Is it part of your user page on Wikipedia?
Is what?
Is
Alright.
it
So let me know what to do.
maybe
You go to
demonstrate
go back to
so that they can see?
your username.
My username.
Then
Use your username.
go back to
Yes.
the list of
Click on your username.
Yes, sir. I have.
So you click the look on like this.
Yeah, it pop up that without this.
This one.
this, except if you check this chat.
Now from here,
Yes, sir.
for you to get the click on it.
Thank you. So I will check the mobile desktop network and another is on mobile. It's on there for it. It's mobile.
With this one you can use it now mobile. So who also doesn't have this? This one. Let me go. This one. On the user page.
I
think on the fence to reality, more on the think on the fence.
Oh, what happened? No, one year they can only go.
Okay, observer. We have the word bishop with the New Testament. And even we are having research that on the New Testament. You may find that. But let me check from the letters to another chapter. There you go. In fact, we don't have the word.
So, how many related to the word?
So let me check the word of pastor. We do not have the in our dictionary.
When I'm looking at the instance of do deny
But the general word that we go to Tyap for anybody in the village, anybody doing the work of the hospital. That would be okay. That would be okay. Let me check.
What kind of company the phone?
We have a word, but it's more descriptive. Everywhere,
Description then, yeah.
and then everywhere, the way is like said. Guy. Where they are mother is the preacher of the world.
I mean, all of us, we have this in our user page. This library, this check this information. You have that, especially this one.
Check under your name.
Especially this case. I just want to know so that as we are translating, the option will be there for us to translate in detail.
Yes.
See,
everybody should go back to where your name is appearing under that under the participant.
Yes.
Go back.
The interface where you are just click on the bar, look at the name, the username. Click on it.
Is everybody having it?
What do you have? Nothing. So now these options now, you cannot translate it here. If you don't have. Yes.
You don't have license.
You don't have license.
Okay, you have added a bar, but you don't have the space for you. Let's wait until they are using I feel like you are working on the same English.
So try to get it out of the
Oh, I got it.
So who have not started this? Who have not created an item? Okay. Who have not created an item? We'll have a special class. For the first week. Sir? Yeah, we need those schools. how they communicate with Aku sembunyi nyawa, kau benar benar Amanya ini.
Anh Tôn nó nói đâu cô là giờ anh biết bạn đâu ạ ca này yes ca này cô bố đầu tư thì cô là ca này siapa yang
last
I'm telling you, you will never see it. It will never show you that place at all. It means this thing is now. You are the one doing the work. You are the one doing the work. Bringing your Nigeria. Away from the
All right. So one thing is the postal for based on local government, based on the text it's based on local government.
See, postal.
From that local government.
See, postal.
Like they are different. If you bring all the ones in Nigeria, if you bring all the postal codes in Nigeria, the zip codes, they will be different. They will
I'm not based there. You are based there.
You must have somewhere that you started from now before you go there. Who are you where is the base? That's where you started.
So find out the current information and people who are.
All right.
This is more Kabul.
So that is in Abandra. Where is that chat?
and look at the locations, even in the given area and different zip codes. For instance, those of us in that seminar, we have a different zip code than Kuku is still having a zip code. Father is having a zip code. Most likely within the same area, yes.
Zip code is not a political delineation or administrative. Okay. Zip code is more of a communication.
Yeah, for cost.
You understand?
So now me, my question is, I want to bring the zip code now.
Yes.
How's my postal code? No, postal code. How do I get it? What would I do?
Postal code now.
Oh,
See what is actually quite popular.
Yeah.
What is quite popular and is attached to an area, to a location, is zip code, not postal code. Because if you want to use a postal code, that is when they will say PO box is the this one is the zip code. To just be zip code.
Now, you come to realize that when you want to enter things online,
You have to zip code.
no, postal code. There are certain registration I did online. I'm like doing online market.
See,
They asking of me postal code.
yes, if they ask you postal code,
Yeah.
they are talking about those ones carrying PO box.
Me, my own, how will I get that? You don't tell the name of that place, but
Just go.
whatever I get,
What is the postal code
so place.
or zip code?
Postal code, I register with the post office.
Yes.
The church can have a postal code.
Okay.
The school can have a postal code. So
Yeah.
whatever.
But an area
No, that's zip
can have
code.
a zip code.
The zip code is only used at the post office. When mails are coming from outside.
Yes, sir.
So it must be
They are not doing
where the
serious
post
stuff.
office is found within the division.
That area.
Then they will now go to the postal code.
Yes.
The postal code is the location. What like this building now. This office will have a different postal code from the next office.
So that's like the zip code.
Zip code is
wider than the
Yes.
postal code.
Postal code.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
National.
Yes.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, zip code was not your postal code. Zip code.
Just search for what you are
But the
looking
vocal
for.
and
English, wow.
also known as
one is really about more than the statement. Because we stay here twice last when we can appear to do it because one another we came to art of fire. So since through down Parai and since Alan down Parai, we each about I didn't go to the other so I wanted to go and then have a good Para instance. Kan itu tahu aku bisa guna kalau bangun ni, kalau tak solat, ada ni, kenapa tak kenapa? Aku mungkin buat. Ini nama itu. Ini saya akhir muncul, senang, asyik semua biar. Oh, agaknya. Cuma kalau dia muncul akhir semua biar, mana dia asli. Agaknya. So there are two things involved. Either the place you have searched is already here existing in English, then you create in your own Tyap, or it's not existing, then you create in English.
am I going to be more difficult?
Yes,
For the English page, all those
no, you are not doing that one.
okay,
No, once you don't do and you publish, then you go to the next language, you publish, then you now go to the statement. The statement is irrespective of whether it is in English or it is in Tyap. Because once this exists, it means that the proper call there. But if it's not existing, and half of it now nanti your search lengkap so what you now do is các bạn nhân viên bảo tăng chế cả as a player, aside Malika, existing in Malaysia, on a so Malaysia is not a function. Malaysia, but the function on a we have not done the lecture.
So I noticed a lot of us are having issues getting these places. So we must not base on villages. We mustn't base on villages. Our information can be anything, can be school.
The person,
yes, it can be school, it can be church. But if you are dealing with person, you have to make sure the information you are looking for are accurate because you are dealing with an individual now. So you don't go and feed the wrong information about the person. Yes. You don't go and feed the wrong information about this. That's why for the upcoming ones, we actually usually advise if you are creating item, create about places, not human. Anything that has to do with human, we avoid it for now. But you understand the principles guiding the creation of items very well before you can create about it. So that you will not do mistake and add sensitive information about individuals. Because those are things that so if you understand this principle, then you can go ahead. But for now, at our level, we should focus on places. You can create for animal now, not to do anything. But is there any animal that doesn't have an idea? No. Almost all the animals.
except if you just go at the Tyap.
Yes.
Ultimate exploration, why a number of them?
I don't know how to. The one you are recording. Let me, if I access it, maybe I'll call you.